Besides being a great way to escape and unwind, reading increases your knowledge, focus, and worldview as a business owner. The biggest problem is actually finding time to read more books and being interested in what you are reading currently. Many a times it happens that we lose interest in the book midway, but that's completely fine. We are to explore ourselves and the genres we are interested in the beginning, and when we discover our words of interest, there is no going back. Here are some of the best tricks to step into the world of books and make it your cup of tea. Don't make towering reading goals. If you are not a voracious reader, then don't commit yourself to reading more books than you can handle. Start by setting a reading goal that is easily attainable, such as reading just one book per month or 20 pages a day. If you are already breezing through a book a month, then jump up to 2. When you are not overcommitting, you will find that the reading experience is less stressful and more enjoyable. If your reading is not stressful, you will be able to concentrate and read really fast. Do not quit early. I am sure you've been halfway through a book and asked yourself, why am I reading this? Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. But instead of trying to power through a book that you are not enjoying or finding useful, you should just put it down and start reading something else. Read books that you actually enjoy. This piggybacks on the previous point, but when you read books that you actually want to read, you will find it more difficult to put it down. It always depends on you, whether you tend more towards biographies and autobiographies, or fiction, sci-fis, or you are a journal reader. Borrow time from something less important. I got it. The thought of reading for 2 or 3 hours a day may seem like a serious time commitment. But if you borrow time from something less important, you will realize that it's really pretty easy to devote more time to reading. Instead of dropping thousands on clothes or junk that you don't really need when you have some extra cash, build upon inventory of books. It may sound ridiculous at first, but it's one of the best motivations to read more books because once you finish a book, you can view your inventory and decide what to read next. Use technology to your advantage. Personally, I love physical books. Nothing beats the smell and texture of an actual book in your hands, and studies have found that reading print leads to better comprehension and retention compared to computer screens. But sometimes carrying a book around isn't easy or convenient. Today, you can read a book on your iPad or Kindle while traveling. Even listening to an audiobook through Audible or iBook, whatever, while working out is possible. Commit to reading when traveling or before bed. Traveling is the best time to read. Think about all the free time that you have while waiting to catch your flight and when you are in air. You may actually be able to finish an entire book while traveling. When you don't travel, make it a point to read right before you go to bed. Not only will you read more, you will also sleep better. Share what you read. Remember, don't share your reading goals, but definitely share the books that you have read. It becomes a part of the entire reading process. Since I am passing along the information or insights that I have just read. As an added perk, I get new recommendations from people. Someone will say, well, if you like that, then you should check out this book next. Have your next book on standby. You are probably still left with a dozen of books to choose from when you are about to finish the one in your hand. Whenever you are about to finish a book, take a couple of minutes and select the next book to read. Then jump from one book into another immediately. This will reduce decision fatigue. Did you also know that you can get books for free too? Besides your public library, you can snag some free books by entering giveaways. Check Goodreads, swap books on Paperback Swap, and browse a public domain of ebooks and audiobook on Project Gutenberg. Besides being informative, books can help a lot secondarily. For instance, if you are very active on social networking sites like Instagram, etc., good books can furnish you a lot of content for your posts and stories. And finally, some of the best books you can begin your journey with are The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, Everyone Brave is Forgiven by Chris Cleave, As Bright as Heaven by Susan Meisner, and books by writers such as Paulo Coelho and Amitav Ghosh will bloom your interest too. But lastly, it's up to you with what literature you prefer to begin, be it Harry Potter or Murakami. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel.